Welcome everybody. This is the first video of the Python Scrapy tutorial for beginners. In this series, we are going to learn how to extract data from any website with Python and Scrapy framework in minutes. On the first video, we are going to scrape the data from a bookstore. This one. And we are going to take all the information here, all we want, for example the title, the price, everything, and we are going to store it into a file. This is the finished code, and we are going to run the spider to see the end result. Scrapy, crawl, the name of the spider, data, JSON. We are going to store the information into a JSON. We have 10 books here, and we have scraped 10 books. Here is the information, the title, the price, the image URL, and the book URL. So let's go to build it. In Python we create virtual environments because we need to keep separated environments to store all our packages and the package versions. You can use Conda, virtual environment, or pipend. I'm going to use pipend, but you can use anything you want. If you want to use pipend, you need to install it first with this pip install pipend, but as I have installed it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to install the virtual environment pipm. Let's see all the dependencies we have installed. Pip freeze. We have nothing. Of course, we have created a virtual environment and nothing is here. And now let's go to install Scrapy. Pip install Scrapy. That's all you need. Let's see, pip freeze. We have everything here. Now let's create the project. To do so, we need to Scrapy start project books. This is going to create the project with the name books. Now let's move to the new folder, books, and we need to create a spider. The spider is the script that is going to run and is going to come here to scrape all the information. So let's create it. Scrapy gen spider, generate spider. The name of the spider, I'm going to be really creative here, spider, and the URL. Let's come here and take this. We don't need this. When we created the project, Scrapy has created different files. For example, items. This is the model of the item we are going to scrap. Here is the book. Middlewares. This is how Scrapy works internally. Don't touch this, please. It's better if you don't touch anything here by now. Pipelines. This is what to do with the scraped item. So when we take, for example, the first book, it's going to come here and we can process the item. We can check the title, and if the title has some words, we tell to the Scrapy, do not process this item. But for now, we are not going to touch this. And settings is the project settings file. For example, the name of the bot, the spider models we have here, blah blah blah. We are going to touch this on further videos, but not today. And here in spiders, remember we have created the spider? Here we have the spider. Here we import Scrapy, and we have a class here of the spider. Spider. It's going to inherit the Scrapy spider, the base spider, and we have here the name of the spider, allowed domains. This means that the bot is not going to reach outside these allowed domains. For example, if the website you are scraping has ads that links to another website is not going to go to the ads website because it's not allowed. And the start URL. This is the starting point of the spider. When we run the bot, it's going to start here. And the first the bot is going to do is going to call this method. Parse method is called automatically when the scrape spider starts. We have two arguments, self, the instance of the class, and a response. The response is what the server returns when we request an HTML. In this class, we are requesting this website. And in response, we are going to have an object with all the HTML. This. For example, let's replace the pass with print response URL. And let's run the spider. Scrapy crawl. This is the name, spider. And we can see here the name of the URL. We can also print the status code, response status, and it's going to return 200 if it's a success. So the game plan now is come here, take all the books, and then one by one we are going to scrape it. We are going to take the image, the title, the price, and the book URL. Let's see. Well, you can right click, inspect, and you have the HTML here. Let's see. Let's inspect this. Seems like each book has a list item. Let's see inside. An article, and then image, rating, and everything. Okay, seems like every book has an article. To select each element, we are going to use Xpath. Xpath is a query language. Click here and press Ctrl F, and we have here find by string, selector, or Xpath. We are going to use Xpath. For example, I said that first we are going to take all the books. So each book is an article. So we want / article. We have 1 of 20, and we have 20 books. Okay, seems like this is working. So we are going to take this, come here, and all the books. And remember, we have all the HTML in the response, so response. And we are using Xpath, so Xpath. Parentheses, single quotes. Let's come here, copy, and paste. And we want to extract each book. Extract. Now we have all the books. Let's print the length to see if we have the 20 books. All the books. Save. Come here and we are going to run the spider. And we have 20 books here. Nice. So for each book we are going to scrape the price, the image URL, and so on. So for book in all books, all the books, we are going to, instead of use response Xpath, we are going to use book Xpath. Let's see what we want to take. For example, the title. Inspect. Seems like the title this is the book, sorry, and the title is here on title attribute. So if book element is this, we need to navigate to the h3 and then the a element. Let's come here, article, h3, it's selected, a, and we want an attribute from a. So instead of writing title, because that's not a tag, we want the attribute, so we are going to use the at. So let's come here, and because the book is the article, we don't need this. We only need this. And because this is not the response, but an element of the response, we need to put a dot here to tell Scrapy to search inside the element, not inside the HTML. Again, we're going to extract. And we're going to store the title in title. Let's print it. Oh, I forgot. We don't need the extract here, because we are not extracting. We are taking a list of all the books. Let's print it again. Now we need to save it. From each book we have a list with only one item. So we don't need to extract, but extract first. And now we have the text. Pretty nice. Now we're going to scrape. Let's come here. The price. Inspect it. And now we need a div with a p and the class price color. But let me show you a trick. Copy this. Open another terminal. Let's load the virtual environment. Pip shell. Now we have Scrapy. Okay, let me show you the Scrapy shell. Scrapy shell, and we're going to copy the URL. Now we have the response here. It's like we are here. So I can do this. Response. We have this. Let's copy this. And all the books. We have all the books here. And we are going to take the first one, the first book. So we can try the code. Equal all the books. No, sorry. Book equal all the books. The first one. And now we can try this. As you can see, this is the same result as before. So let's come here. Seems like we need a div with the class product price, and inside we're going to take p with the class price color. Okay, let's try it. Book Xpath. Let's close it. Remember what I said about the dot here? We need to do it too, because right now it's taking every price. So remember to put the dot here. And now we have only one. Okay, let's copy it. We only need the text, so come here, slash text. And this is a function, so we need to put this. and we're going to extract the first, and we have the price here. So copy price equals this. Let me print it. Let's print the title too. Price. And we are going to run again the spider. And as you can see, we have the title and the price. Nice. What do we want more? The image URL, for example, the thumbnail. Let's come here. It's in the image. So we need to search for an A tag with an image. Let's come here again, / A with an image. And we want to extract the source. So add source. And as you can see, we have 20 elements. The 20 elements we have here, the 20 books. Let's see. Let's put it here by now. Book, Xpath. And now let's see. We're going to extract the first one. This, I don't think this is a normal URL. Let's copy it. No, it's not an URL. This is a partial URL or a relative URL. This is relative to this. So the final URL is books2scrape.com/media, cage, etc. Let's check it. Copy this, come here, /. So we need to take this URL and add books2scrape.com. So we have here the partial URL here. So come here. We're going to extract first, and we need to append it to the start URL. So self start URL. We take the first and only URL, and we're going to add it like this. Let's come here, image URL, and again let's print it. Come here, fingers crossed. Click it, and we have the URL. Seems like we have one slash. Seems like we have two slashes. So, of course. Let's try again. Now this is a proper URL. Okay, come here, and now the book URL. Book. Again, let's come here. Seems like the URL here is inside a div with the class image container, a and href. So let's come here, div a / and we want the href. Seems like we are taking 21, so let's reduce the scope. Let's use the class too. Class image container. And now we have only 20. Okay, come here. Let's use books path. Remember the dot and extract first. Let's come here, and we have the same problem that we had with the image. This is not a full URL, it's a relative URL. So we are going to append this again. Let's check it. Print book URL, save, come here, run the spider. Let's copy one, come here, and it's working. But we're selecting all the fields we want, but we're not doing anything with it. So to do something, we need to yield or return it. So let's use yield, open, and we're going to create a dictionary with all the fields. So let's copy this. And this is going to return the title, the price, the image URL, and book URL. Okay, let's run the spider again. And now seems that it's returning something. For each book is returning the title, the price, image URL, and book URL. And while this may look cool, there is no use for us. Why don't we store it into a file so you can use it later? If we come here and use Scrapy crawl, seems like we can use options. One of the options here is -o and file, and it's going to dump the scraped items into a file. So we're going to Scrapy crawl spider -o, and we want to store it into books json. Let's run it, and here there is a new file. Let me put it down. Let's open it. Let me see. And we have 20 items, and each one has a title, a price, an image URL, and a book URL. We have something weird here, but this is the Unicode for the pound sign, so it's nothing strange. But we can save the data not only in JSON, but in CSV files too. We have the title, the price, image, and book URL, and each field. And also you can use XML. Here we have the item with the title, the price, the image, and the book URL. Well, congratulations! You have created your first spider with Scrapy. You know how the Scrapy project is structured, with items, middleware, pipelines, settings, spider, and everything. You have learned how to use Xpath to extract the data, and you have stored all the information into a CSV file, JSON file, and XML file. Now that you know how the Scrapy works, you can search for a website and try to scrape it like we did here. But do you remember that each book has a book URL? Let's come here. Inside the book URL we have scraped, there is more information that we can take. For example, not only the title, the price, and the URL, the image URL. We have here a description, the UPC, price, with and without taxes, availability, reviews, even a rating. How can we scrape all this data? Well, I will teach you how to extract all the detailed data from each book on my next video. Please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can get a message when my next video is available. And if you feel like you have learned something new, like it and share it on Twitter and Facebook. I will see you on my next video.